eat out. This is the chromium side. Alright, yes. Yes. Chromium. Yes, because we totally have molten metal flowing through plastic pipes. Yes, it is. It is a very, very not relevant virus for the majority of people, but for those who it is relevant to, oh man, is it bad. It is. It is real bad to those who are older with other conditions, with other medical conditions, including diabetes, which, you know, my mother falls into the age range and of over 50 and with diabetes as one of those conditions. So, yeah, about that. And she's a university librarian, one of the librarians. So, you know, higher risk. Higher risk. Not highest risk, but higher risk. We need sand castings. Why do I have, oh, right, duh. I need the actual molten iron, and I need sand castings. So this is sand castings. Come to the all of my sand castings. Chances are with these shared lines, that's not going to happen here, but that's going to happen, like, wherever I have my station. But, yeah, molten iron. Molten iron. I need the iron. Where's my iron? Here is my iron. We've got 6. 6 per second. I've totally got, like, enough for 20-ish. Enough chromium for, like, 20-ish. But hey, we've got the non-zero ferrochrome. I don't have a chest. Why do I not have a... there. Have that. Have that thing. Progress! We need this for the resistors as well, so I have to, like, put this on a train. Oh boy. Or, you know, put the molten iron and chromium onto trains and just make this where I need it to be made. That's another option. Yeah, the resistor twos. The blue resistors. The medium resistors. Or whatever the heck they're called now. Resistor 2. The medium power resistors. The thingies. The thingies. They all... Oh, right, Cermet. Cermet exists. Yeah, that's a thing. That I will eventually need to make. Hello, molybdenum and nickel. Or, for those two. Okay, the amount required of the ferrochrome is such that this gets its own belt. And that is the belt that it gets. I was about to say, I do hope I got this correct. This is Sandcasting's Aramid. So, congratulations, this line is Aramid. This line is the phosphate rocks, I think. No, it's the nickel. This line is the nickel plates, which, for reference, I do not have the nickel on my train network yet. So there's another thing we need to do, is get the nickel on the train network, as well as get the rocks in, the cobalt extract in, the niobium in, the sulfur in, and the copper in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 requester stations. Isn't that going to be glorious? Seven requester stations, and my main train station is over here on this side of the base, and then like all the belts to get over here. So from here to here, yeah, I think I'm gonna have a new requester station will exist out this way. Now here's where I'm going to need to make a decision, a very key decision, and that is, I am deciding right now that this is going to exist as it is, in perpetuity. As it is in perpetuity, which means no extra iron into this system, no more iron into this system, no advancing this particular setup on the iron into high grade either. So this will just exist as it is. If I want to do high grade, what I will do is I will set up an area devoted to high throughput, like high amount of iron ore processing in, like, through the iron high grade level, that will have its own separate area, and it will bring iron in via trains. Like it'll be train station iron processing at that point. So, yeah, things. And Ave, do pay attention to the recipes that actually give you straight up coal versus raw coal. You'll also see that that Fowagi now gives you raw coal. Fowagi now gives you raw coal, which is actually a buff because you get more coal out. Like, I can't believe it, but he actually buffed Fowagi to coal by making it raw coal, because the raw coal processes into more coal than previously. So yeah, that's a thing. Uh, raw coal. Stage 1 is red science. Raw coal, stage 1 is red science. It's red science. As it's always been, I think. Stage 1 is red science. Gives you coal and crushed coal and coal dust. I'm pretty sure that's always been that way. Stage 2 at green is what will allow you to convert the crushed coal into more coal, as well as into coarse coal, and then you can convert the coarse coal into even more coal. So that is a thing that exists. That is a thing that exists. That full chain will give you a whole bunch of extra coal over the raw coal in, and it gives you coal dust. But the full chain is green. the partial chain is at red, you will have to deal with the crushed coal. Crushed coal has a fuel value, and you will have to deal with the coal dust. So you will have to deal with the crushed coal and the coal dust in a very key way. And that is with my good friend, the tailings pond. The tailings pond is a beautiful thing. You don't have to remember the crushed coal fuel value. It's displayed right there on the screen right now. It is 6 megajoules for the crushed coal. Coal dust to boiler to steam to tailings pond. Yeah, it's boiler into steam into tailings to vent the steam. That's how you get rid of it, because you cannot burn it in a burner. Oddly enough, it's easier to void items with a fuel value in the early game than it is to get to burners, because you need titanium for burners to burn actual normal items. Because all you need is a tailings pond. You can make... Yes, you can make an insignificant amount of syngas from coal dust. So coal dust has a syngas recipe that is more of a voiding recipe than anything else, because it is a grand total of 70 syngas per second for 30 coal dust per second. Yeah. This is voiding. This is voiding. Now, also, one thing I completely forgot to mention today, and that is there will not be a tutorial released on Monday, because changes happened, and my tutorial that I was going to release on Monday is officially already outdated, so I need to remake it. The video that is coming will be a neuroprocessing plus chemical science video. But one thing I have made clear, or I hope to make clear, is that the Pie Suite has a lot of recipes to get rid of excess stuff, to make use of byproducts. Like, a lot of the recipes in the Pie Suite exist purely to help get rid of byproducts. Yet, it also allows you to void things. So you are either a player who will want to make use of byproducts, or one who doesn't. And if you are one who doesn't, absolutely none of those other recipes matter. At all. Period. If you're one who is like me, and just voids things, byproducts, completely, then none of those other recipes are relevant to me. And that includes the syngas stuff. That coal dust to syngas, like, that's not relevant to me because I don't feel this compulsion to use all of the byproducts. Anyway, this will expand to stainless steel, to super steel. I am pretty sure I will expand this to super steel. So really, while I'm not going to expand beyond the unsigned iron here, I'm basically just saying I'm going to use this space for a train station. That, like, alright, so just going back to what I was talking about, I'm going to use this space for a train station. And this is space that would otherwise get used if I was doing high-grade processing. So, there we go. We have progressed. We have decided. And then the entrance and exit. for this train station will be up here. But we've got a little bit of a mess up here to have to worry about. Because we've got not a lot of space. Not a lot of space to do things with. This is the exit. Let us begin with the entrance. Yeah, see, that is not the best of spacing there between intersections. Yeah, that is not nice. So the idea is to maintain at least one train length between intersections. Well, it's not that it's the worst of issues. It's just that I would prefer having a train length between intersections, and yeah. One more if I can. That will have to do. Space is only a problem of our own stupidity. / lack of planning. Space is only a problem due to lack of planning. But one that can be overcome with new planning. I need to, like, get rid of a lot of trees here. Oh no, it's night. It's nighttime. However, will we see? Is it just me, or has Afraid of the Dark, like, gotten darker? I need to, like, go in. So we totally have brightness as a thing that exists now. So we can do that. Hey, we're brighter. We can see. Okay. We can see in the darkness now. Unfortunately, that'll also make everything else really bright. Yeah, deforestation. Let's actually use the these beautiful things for what I have of them. Of the termite bots. Hey, that's the termite bots. Huzzah. Also, while doing this, can I just say my Factorio 2 map has unfortunately a ginormous forest that was in my way of my boss that I've had to get rid of. And yeah, let's just say stack size 400 in the startup settings is a real lifesaver. That is one excellent thing that you can do with Factorio is 2 is you can set stack size to larger amounts. Much larger amounts. Item on ground. Doink. So yeah, I told it to give me all of the extra items at the start of the map to help make it less annoying. So I have the robots, and yeah, so the robots they bring you the wood, sort of like this, and that fills up inventory. My inventory is incredibly full. Come on, Longreach. Do your thing. Station. Waiting place. Yeah, this thing. Rotation is everything. Just, you know, a small little area. How is Factorio 2 in terms of complexity between vanilla and pie? Uh, yeah, less than. I mean, thus far, I would say less than Angels and Bob's, but definitely a lot more than vanilla. A lot more than vanilla. It's fine. Its existence is okay. Is it the greatest of things ever? Not really. Is it better than Legacy? Yes. It is. It is better than Crastorio 1. That is certain. In particular because the default starting ore to plate ratio is now 2-to-1, and it used to be 3-to-1 as the default in Crastorio Legacy, if I am remembering correctly. It was, or what was it? It was 3. It was 3 yellow belts of ore to 1 of plates, right? Something like that. It was awful at the start, and it got better over time, but it was just really bad. And yes, it's more in Pi. It is more than that in the Pi suite. I don't have any more rail. But yeah, it's 2-to-1 by default in Crastorio 2 on the ore to plate ratio for the main ore types. I mean, it only really adds one like resource patch for rare metals. Otherwise, it also has the Immersite node. It has nodes like this, but for Immersite, and it also has mineral water for lithium. Sort of like Bob's. Why do I keep it so widely spaced? I keep my spacing is for signals primarily. Like I like this spacing is simply so that I have enough space for this signal. Right here, this signal. I keep it so that I at least have the space for this one signal. I think I might be able to get it one more little segment in, but I doubt it. That's the only reason behind that spacing. It's like it can be tighter, but then you don't have any more space for the signal. Let's get more rail. I need lots of rail actually, so I need to like fill my vehicle. Robots, bring me the rails so that I can then shove the rails into the car. Yeah, that'd be great. Just chain, bring me rails. Is the Ocula in yet? Please, can we get the Ocula? Like it's not even like in the code yet. It's not even a coded item yet. The graphics exist, but it hasn't been coded yet. The cotton guts exist as stuff, but there's no the recipes aren't there. So the entities for our lab rats, they totally exist right now. The ocula will be on in a few minutes, or the cottongut, or both, all of the above. Just disabled, yeah. Because these are a thing. The ocula are also a thing that will happen. You are declining. Interesting. So, blood. We've got a little bit of it going. I need a creature chamber. Hello. Hello, creature chamber. Nice to see you. Yeah, we're totally going to do the thing. We are going to do the thing. Yeah, sure. Not quite there. Wherever the heck that ends up. Constructobot, bring the thing, thank you. So yeah, this thing exists. Saline, huh? Saline? Needs the saline? Is saline a thing I have on my pipe bus? Of course not. Of course, of all the crap I have on my pipe bus, saline water is not among them. Fortunately, this is something that can be fixed very quickly with a little tiny bit of stone. What did you miss? Oh, not much. We're just about to build a crawdad, just casually, while I'm at my bus. So what you missed, Immortal, is got the molten chromium for the ferrochromium alloy. Molten chromium for ferrochromium alloy. Now have the ferrochromium alloy. That exists, and I am now in the process of setting up my primary set of requester stations that will feed into all of the stainless steel and eventually super steel down here. So that is what is happening right now. But we're just gonna make a crawdad real quick. Real quick. Just real quick, like here. Power is good. I like power. We've almost died to trains at least twice today as well. Just, you know, casually. Almost dying to trains. The usual. The usual coming within very close encounters with trains. Alright, Helmut apparently not working well with fish. Oh, and a thing to note, if you do play Factorio 2, actual craft time does not handle the crushers well. It is inaccurate with the Factorio 2 crushers. I noticed that it is way off on stone to sand in particular. That's like, ooh, that's interesting. It is off by a lot. Those crushers can make a yellow bed of sand out of just 2 crushers and 6 stone per second. I apparently cannot space correctly. I cannot apparently space correctly. Also, this is like 3.3 in, so apparently I can space correctly. Because the way I'm doing this is this. This is the way. Oh yeah, so Immortal, in terms of things that you missed, we've been complaining a lot about the virus, and how that's been making things harder. I have to change my lunches. Oh noes. It is the end of the world. I have to change what I have for lunch because it's sold out of stuff. Because people are panic buying all of the non-perishable food items. We had a state cancel school without a single infection confirmed. An entire state, West Virginia, completely canceled public school for 2 weeks. Actually, I think it's until further notice, not even 2 weeks. It was until further notice that they canceled public schools. There isn't a single confirmed infection in the entire state. You know, just casually, like, hey, let's close school down completely for protection, without a single confirmed case in the entire state. Sounds like a great idea. It's great. It's a great idea. Let's totally do that. I mean, school is effectively canceled. Public school is effectively canceled in the entire of the United States. I mean, like a lot of the relevant places are gone, dead. My state now is public schools canceled for 2 weeks. Sure, all the kids are happy. Every place is going to become like Italy. Just for reference, the entirety of Europe will become like Italy, and even the United States. It's not going to stop. It's too late. It is simply too late. It is too late. Why are you not actually? All right, it would help if we. It's all being used on albumin. It's not getting all the way here. It's been consumed on the albumin. So I have to do like this nonsense to force it. Hey, prioritization on pipes. Can you believe it? That's a concept that it exists. Fluid prioritization is a thing that actually exists. Can you believe it? It exists in this game.